Welcome to the Heavyweight Podcast.
The message behind saying the title "The Heavyweight Podcast" is to be able to say that we can weigh in on some heavy shit. You know, what we're talking about is important from every aspect of it. It's a heavy weight. It's not just about physical weight, but the weight of things that can weigh our minds. So I think it's dope that we can have this conversation. What's good? This is episode 138 of the Heavyweight Podcast. I am Studden McFly, back again with this lady and these three guys. Go ahead and state your name for the beautiful people out here.
My name is Skitty Row Dun.
How do you spell that?
Skitty Row.
Yeah.
You really want to be a say sure that with
Skitty Row Dun.
Because when I hear that, I hear skeety, like skeet.
No, I'm thinking
Like Skid Row?
Skid Row Dun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
Skitty Draws, homie. That's my name. What's up?
It's your boy Molly the Grouch.
You gonna rock with that, I guess. All
They
right.
call me Hunter.
What's up, everybody? I'm Des.
How were your weeks?
Grand.
Brand.
Wow,
Man, that's a word.
That's better than shitties.
Enthusiastic.
A lot better than shitty.
Better than shitties. You shit on yourself.
I didn't say shit on myself. I said Skitty. It's just a little mishap.
You out here shorting?
He's out here eating pork rind nachos.
Yeah, that's what happened. You know, the toilet paper ain't
Really?
It ain't Charmin. Got him.
Shit was good too. Oh, yeah.
Got him. My week was uneventful.
Thank you.
Uneventful.
Why
Which
would-
is good though.
Thank you. Why can't we say that? It's just 'cause
No.
the week is uneventful. That's a good thing.
No, we say that occasionally. You say that.
All the time.
It's because I ain't got no fucking kids.
My week was great. My week was great. My brother and his wife came down. I got to see my niece and nephew. My niece with her adorable self. And we went out without the kids because my sister-in-law was like, I need some time where no one's touching me. So
That's what's up.
it was good.
Wow.
Oh, also a lot of rum and cokes. They still coming in.
Just alcoholic.
My week was. I'm gonna jump on the train. It was uneventful. I stayed under the radar and no one got fought. So
Uh-uh.
with that being said,
Did I work at home?
why you gotta bring home?
I do.
Because I'm on. That's my little friend. I'm on his side. I got his back.
I didn't get bit. Okay, is that what you want to know? If
I
got
mean,
bit?
you do understand that if it come a time and they prepare to jump you, I'm gonna be on their side because if they jump you, they might jump me next. So I got to their side because they got younger bodies.
I got my dogs.
Hey, I got your back, Andy.
Yeah.
Fuck them kids.
Just gonna have to Cam Newton them.
Yeah,
Just have to
Cam
grab them
Newton.
like, hey, what are you doing?
Cam Newton's my spirit animal. When I mean,
Not the way he was getting his
Them-
hair pulled.
No, that was my favorite.
come on.
They said, how does he get jumped and he jumped them?
Yeah, they didn't think that shit through. You can never go back to the hood with that.
Somebody said a black woman definitely talking about pin that head down.
Definitely. He had it glued down with wig glue.
All right,
Good old lace front glue.
let's get into the nana again. So,
Do
if you're familiar with this podcast, on occasion we get deep.
we?
Sometimes,
Go deep.
and you know, some might say we cry.
I don't cry all the time.
Man, so I hold my emotions and let them out. Is the problem with that?
So even with crying, sometimes there's a song. Shit,
Goes-
most times
I'm not
when
gonna.
there's an emotion involved, there's probably a song that goes with it. We kind of all got our theme songs, right? We got our when we're in our emotional bag, we sad. We got our songs we go to in that bag. When we feeling good, we got paid. We got shit for that. When you turned up, you about to go out on the town for the night. You got that music. I'm gonna go around the table.
I'm Mary J. Blige. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna shed no tears.
Okay. And we're gonna go about what songs we use for certain things in certain aspects in our lives. Because we all got our go-to songs. I'm sure of it. Who wants to start?
Are you gonna? How about you list off?
Are we gonna categorize?
How about you list off of, and then we say our song. Like lift.
All
off,
right,
like,
yeah, that'll work.
For the mood.
All right, when you're sad, what's your go-to songs?
When I'm sad.
Or songs that make you sad.
songs that make you sad or when you sad.
You say when you're sad because I don't want to listen to a song I know is gonna make me sad.
When I'm
Oh, like, am I listening to cheer up?
Maybe you're just in your feelings.
Oh, if I'm in my feelings, I'm probably listening to that whole Drake album. What's that Drake album?
Do not listen to Drake on the playlist if you go to the gym. I'm telling you that right now.
Marvin.
Oh,
Yeah.
I ain't listened to Drake since 2005.
I listened to Drake one night at work. I was in my feelings the whole fucking night.
If I'm sad, I'm listening to Marvin's Room.
Marvin's Room, if you're sad?
that's cool.
Because that song to me, I don't know if that's sad.
No, I'm
energy
going
or, oh, Marvin's Room. Isn't that just a song?
It
I was saying, no, that's not that. I was saying, what album is that on?
Was that?
Or
That's not Take Care. Is it Take Care?
It is Take Care.
Take Care.
It is Take Care.
Like you listening to Take Care. I know you've been hurt.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I mean, I'm all the way in my feelings.
I just know Marvin's Room for me. That particular song, like that's some hate shit.
It is, but it's some sad hate.
It is
He
sad.
crying on the other end, like fuck that nigga, man.
Not swinging and everything.
Slobber crying.
All right, so yours is Drake, or is it Marvin's Room?
It depends. It kind of depends because I listen to so much music, because if I'm sad, honestly, if I'm sad, I'm probably listening. I'm in my oldie bag and I probably got some Bobby Womack playing.
Wow, man.
Like, bitch, you think you lonely now?
Wait until tonight. Next.
You go ahead and go.
Yeah, mine is probably way off the cuff. When I go sad, I won't say a particular song, but I think I go to fucking Dashboard Confessionals.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Dashboard Confessionals.
What
That's
song?
some emo shit.
What song?
If I used to tell my roommates, I was like, if you hear me playing this song over and over, you better check on me. There's this song called Bitter Pill.
Okay.
And that shit is, you're like, damn, nigga, like you could. I'm not gonna sing it. It's some emo shit.
I fuck with Dashboard.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
No, no,
I'm gonna go with Mary J. Blige because she have levels to sadness.
I can't stand Mary J.
You're not finna hate on Mary. I will argue you down. You're not finna hate on Mary.
I know how long it was. Probably last year we had the podcast when I said she couldn't sing,
Not Mary.
and I stand on that.
I'm not. I'm gonna go take Andy's like the thoughts of Mo Lethal.
You're not finna hate on Mary. Mary is a fabulous singer, thank you, and dancer.
Everyone has their own
I don't know
opinion.
about the dancing.
Okay.
Which is there?
Play with me.
Hold on, Mary J. Blige dances like Silk the Shocker is rapping.
I'm gonna do this.
Do it.
You remember Let's Get It Poppin'?
Yeah.
Yeah, John.
Yeah.
This. That was it. She did the trick.
She was wheelchair. Okay. When they got done getting popping, she's gonna need a wheelchair tomorrow. I understood it.
Yeah, she was. Never mind. She was Hunter. She was old when she was young.
What's your answer?
Honestly, I don't really have one. When I'm sad, I don't go to music. I go quiet. If I do end up in music, it's completely the opposite of the way I
Have you
feel.
tried?
Well, like what? Well, what is it then? If it's the completely opposite,
It's what I
is
listen
it?
to now because I don't. It brings me out of where I want to be at.
Listen to-
So I was gonna ask that question. What song do you play to get you out of sad?
Why? Well, I didn't say what.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
It's a song called "Sorry" by Jonah Lucas. Talking about suicide. Every time I listen to that shit, it snaps me out of it.
It snaps you out of being sad, or it makes you sad.
Yeah, it snaps me out of being sad because
Okay.
that's some sad shit.
Yeah.
So what do you?
At that point.
So you go. You're like. Oh,
So that's
I'm
what.
not that sad.
So when you sad, you listen to sad music. That's the song you listen to.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
so,
it'll snap me out of that, like, oh shit, if it get that bad.
so then let me ask you this: what's the very next song you play?
When I'm not sad,
Yeah.
it's probably good. See, I'm not saying I'm not a Young Jeezy fan, right? But there's certain
Nigga ain't
songs.
young anymore. Just say Jeezy.
No, there's certain songs when he collaborates with Jay-Z.
Okay.
That's not fair. How many
So when
Jay-Z collabs?
So like if it's not Go Crazy, it's Seen It All.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Shit.
Yeah.
So when I hear "Seen It All," it gets me turned up, and then I act like I'm some big ass drug lord or something.
You trapping in the car.
Trapping, knowing damn why. Nah, but yeah, it gets me like I start feeling myself with that shit.
What about you, Kev?
See, I go the same route ish, but I go to like Lil Durk. Put on like some ignorant shit. I think I listen to like, what is it? Fuck with that dude. Is it that dude Duty Low? They ain't never did shit to me. They ain't never did shit to me.
Have you ever listened to a trap song? Try to do like the hand movements, just like you know what the fuck he's talking about, knowing damn well you have no clue.
Yeah, I shouldn't be driving half the time. I'll be throwing gang signs up in the camera. I'm just like, oh, I don't know, no gangs.
I do that a lot with Nip. Like I'll listen to Nip and be like, Nick, what do you do? Put your hands
Yeah.
down. Like you don't know nothing about that.
And they warned us.
Yeah.
Hey man, this ain't a game.
What about you, Des?
The very next song I listened to, probably Pop Smoke, Invincible.
Pop Smoke. Rest in peace.
Absolutely.
What?
You're in the podcast.
And you got a song for this. You just had a whole country list
Like
out.
a guilty kid that just
Always.
his hand in the cookie.
Take the
jar.
cake.
I mean, my songs that pulled me out of it, I don't have a sad song, and music is weird for me. I have songs that will make me sad, but outside of that spectrum, everything else is just
Yeah.
wow.
EDM.
Sound.
Yeah.
You like just sound.
Yeah, I like sound.
Vibration.
Yeah.
I'll listen to Problem, or if I want to get like turned up right away, I just play Money in the Grave. I don't know why that song.
Oh, that song go.
that song give me
That song
every
go.
time.
That's my Vegas shit.
Every time,
Vegas shit.
the second Drake say, I don't know where should I really start. I'm like, nigga, I got hoes too, nigga.
You meant hoes like hoes in a
Gardening tools.
Yeah.
Set the line and your wife looked
Yeah,
like, so you got hoes, huh?
Yeah, all the
Like,
time.
no, yeah, shit.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Lean into it.
Oh, I remember that conversation you guys were having last night.
That's like
She
that.
like-
They like,
She like,
look at this nigga lying.
so who's in the dark?
You know, you guys say that, and it's kind of weird that you guys have specific songs that do that.
Because
I don't have a song that really is very specific.
I got a bunch of songs like for different moods that will just like get it like.
Can you pinpoint what you would deem your favorite song? That's a hard.
It depends. It depends on what mood I'm in.
What song?
Like,
All right, let's
like-
do
like-
it. So,
like, hold on.
Yeah.
What song could you hear anytime that you will never skip?
Stevie Wonder, I was made to love her.
Mr. Brightside. Mr. Brightside.
What you said?
I said Stevie Wonder, I was made to love her. I love that song.
It's but that I have so many that list.
You want to know one of mine?
My,
is,
that list is too long for me.
I think I got I'll give you two. And then it's I Hope You Dance by Leanne Womack.
I love that song.
Dua Lipa's what is it? Don't Hold Back or whatever the fuck it's called. If you every time I hear that, I guess I'm not skipping.
See,
I guess I'm not skipping.
I could probably go through every genre and give you 3 songs. I ain't gonna skip.
Right, and that's how I'm
Me
spread
too.
out. My one true song that's made it through all the years though is "I Only Have Eyes for You."
Oh, that's a
Thought
beautiful
you were
song.
picking-
That's sweet. That reminds you of your wife.
It's
Just say yes. You're being taped.
no.
Just say yes. You're being taped. Just say yes. Let me help you, buddy. Just say yeah.
I mean that was we played that song at our wedding. So
Yeah.
You out.
She's like, oh,
You
so
on
this is for your
camera.
wife? Oh, well, you know, not just say yes, nigga. Just
we played that song at our wedding. That was the one song that will always probably cross over all my spectrums of music and everything.
all right.
What about you, McFly?
He said
Song you-
Sucker Proof.
Sucker proof.
Yeah.
But then the one
I ain't
song I know I
skipping
can
I ain't skipping that either.
That's a song that you
Ultimately-
gangbang into.
ultimately not skip no matter how many times is Kobe by a little one.
That is one.
Yeah.
That is, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I'd have to go. I could if we go by genre, I could probably give you 20, 30 songs per genre.
God damn.
Sucker proof.
John skips.
I'm over here like I ain't never heard of these songs.
Because like when we used to ride,
I played,
Oh, yeah.
I played Sucker Proof in the car last time.
Yeah.
I
so
wasn't paying attention.
so when we used to ride, I used to start every ride off with Avenged Sevenfold.
Wow, he was angry.
He was angry, but he wasn't fast, so it worked itself out.
Which is weird because I would start there, and I'd end up with like Temptations at some point.
Oh yeah, I feel you.
You were like, who got the
A
aux cord?
bipolar ass playlist.
Who got the aux cord?
For real, like, dude.
It just depends on the mood. It depends on the mood.
My favorite artists are like it's weird because it started. I remember Nelly Furtado was like one of my favorite artists, and then Rihanna.
For different reasons.
Fucking loved. No, well, that didn't hurt. Now I love that Dua Lipa. I'm like, that girl don't miss. Like fucking what's her name? What's that crazy girl's name? The actress one and plays guitar, piano, all that. Weird as hell.
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga. That girl is a
How you said that? I had no clue.
He is a hit factory.
I won't notice like
I wouldn't have guessed that coming from you.
When he started saying all that stuff, okay, there's only one that fits that bill.
because I have been listening to less and less rap.
Oh, I
Unless you've been going to the court.
Like just like
like Neil Diamond and shit.
You're like, I'm gonna start staying away from these.
I'm
niggas.
not. I would probably say since the beginning of the year.
It's changed a lot.
Because like a lot of new rappers like I don't rock with.
That's the difference for me. I don't usually listen to anything new.
Yeah. I listen to new,
But
I don't.
But I'm saying like when I do listen to rap, it's older stuff. When I do
But mainstream.
But I've been listening.
Then there's. let me take that back.
I'm gonna be honest. I've been listening to a lot of Jodeci.
Period.
I've been listening to a lot of Jodeci. I've listened to a lot of Jodeci, a lot of Drew Hill, a lot of SWV.
Yeah.
See,
Oh yeah.
I've been in my 90s R&B bag for a while.
Hey, Bell Babe DeVoe.
I've been in my 90s R&B bag.
So we got another baby coming soon. Every time I close my
You know what? You what made me laugh? We're talking about what songs you want to skip. It reminded me is that Mary J. Blige and Method Man.
Won't skip that?
Yeah, I wanted
All
to
I
skip
Need.
that. All I need. I would never skip that song.
Forward through Mary's part.
He don't hate on Mary. He finna hate on Mary. That's all right. You can listen to it in my car.
That's why.
That's one
He
song.
like, hey, just Satan.
One song I will not skip, and I get mad if somebody else skip it, is the Rockweiler.
Oh
That come on,
yeah.
and somebody skip that song, I'm like, whoever just skipped, get your ass out the house.
Hey, I know that song.
I don't even know what song that
Is
is.
that for kids too?
Yes.
Don't say that in the mic no more.
What is it?
Oh
They
my!
gonna get you.
The second I hear, oh my god, I'm like, turn it up.
You're gonna love this. I got to have a cultural teaching moment to Amanda over the past couple weekends. I forgot about that.
Oh,
Because she didn't know like some older rap music. Because we went to the concert and Farside was there, and she's like, "Who is this?" And I was like, "You don't know Farside? Oh shit, we're gonna go home and
I want it, baby.
like I played like Shaq." She's like, "I didn't know Shaq rapped like this." I'm like, "Yeah, Shaq was like a rapper."
I don't think Shaq should have been rapping.
It was
if
fun.
You go back, if you look, that motherfucker got a track record. Like, say what you want.
It was fun.
Say what you want. That motherfucker. Miss playing on the rap side.
No,
all of it.
no.
But some of it is entertaining. It's
It's like a song or two that was cool, but he should have really been rapping
Nah,
or
he's better
acting.
than
And
most
he
of the
should keep his
rappers.
ass off the TV
Most
too.
of the basketball players. I'll give them that.
Do you like Kazam?
I like the video game.
The best basketball rapper is Dame. Dame Lillard. He's the best rapper. Don't play basketball.
Big one. So there's probably somebody out there who probably breaking all the rules where you're like, hey, is he sure he's a basketball player? Is he? He talking about trap.
You ever listen to Kevin Durant rap?
Yeah, I actually just heard him. It was
I kind of feel like it should be like
It's J Electronica.
it's a lot of static, right?
he trying to be
Ash.
Oh, you mean his
Anyway,
must
I noticed lately. I've sent you tracks from it. There's certain songs on that Kanye album that I fuck with.
The new
There's
one?
like 3 of them.
The new one?
Yeah.
I listened to that in the gym that one day, and I was like,
Hey.
that's the thing. Like most new
That
music,
one song for me is it lives in my head rent free.
most
You mean the
new.
one with Freddie Gibbs?
No, he's
'Cause that's my shit. That's my shit.
most new music. When I listen to it, like you send it to me, I listen to it. I'm like, I'll probably never listen to it. I'm not gonna circle back.
I know.
What about J. Cole?
I mean, at least it gives you the benefit of the doubt.
Put out.
One time.
That's it.
I want the I want the whole body.
You want the whole thing?
Don't hit me, nigga. Fuck with me. Don't disrespect me with this. I've been waiting 10 years for this album. Don't
Do you
disrespect me.
think that speeds up the timeline of an album actually dropping?
No,
You think he's just doing
No.
that just to fuck?
No, yes.
You don't think it's coming?
At this point, he's just messing with people.
I don't know. I think he's.
I'm taking this shit personal.
I feel like
I'm taking this shit
drop.
personal.
Actually, I think it's something.
Oh, I'm taking this shit personal.
Wait for it.
I feel like he did it to get ready for something to come soon.
I feel like we got a better chance of Kendrick dropping something before Cole.
damn.
I feel like
That's
J.
not
Cole
true.
drops and it
We
makes.
got 5 more years.
I can hear. I can see that happening.
Yeah,
I can see J. Cole dropping and then Kendrick dropping right after.
You know what?
Yeah,
This
sure.
motherfucker's not about that. Dude.
Absolutely. For sure.
I think like he has something in the bank that he might
He
be.
just has on the tuck.
Yeah, he's like, oh, this.
He's probably still writing his beach cruise.
I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for Q and J Rock album to drop too.
Q dropped School.
Oh, I've been listening to SZA a lot too.
Oh, SZA got. Oh, SZA go.
Schoolboy dropped
Yeah,
yesterday.
he about to.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he trying to have another.
And when did Kanye drop? Like, I was because I didn't know Kanye dropped another.
Super Bowl Sunday.
I didn't know that.
What
I
drop?
need to check it out.
Kanye.
No, Kanye.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I listened to that.
I
He
need to
went
check it.
against,
I love him. He's a genius.
What's his name?
Yeah.
My song on there is that I'm telling you every time I was saying it. You can say
Oh no, I was singing that when it came out.
Big City,
Beautiful big city, bitches don't just fall out the sky, you know.
That shit is catchy. It's catchy.
Yeah, he
Ever
took
since Jay and Silent Bob.
a movie and made it a song.
Yeah.
Beautiful
He did that shit for about 2 minutes straight. There was no verse.
Just that.
Because I'll just be dancing. Don't fall out the sky, you know. Don't fall out the sky, you know.
That's
Do that at work now. I'm gonna just pop up and say, hey,
Don't do that.
guess what, guys? Beautiful big titty bitches don't fall out the sky, you know.
That was literally him for like a week.
And every time someone would say something, I was like, "What you know?" Hey, that's my shit. But so no other songs that. What about when you're angry?
Oh.
Hit him up from Tupac. That's why I fucked your bitch.
Ooh.
That motherfucker.
This is a classic. This is a classic, and I can see, yeah.
Yeah, I channel my inner Tupac when that shit come up.
You know what's funny is I don't think I fuck with music when I'm angry.
At all.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, I think I'm
Oh,
just
yeah.
like,
You know, is it drop the shit with Lil Wayne and Eminem?
Drop the world.
Drop
yeah.
the world.
That's my wife's song.
When I get angry,
No, that's her turn up song.
it's my. I guess it's a combination.
That's her turn up song.
And when
Confidence is a stain you can't wipe off. That's her shit. She be like, I'm like, calm down, nigga.
you know what? I'm lying. I'll go to. It's a Nipsey song, and it's called Master Ceremony, or not Master Ceremony. Some ceremony, but it's like that whole thing is like just a long ass verse, and then he just keeps dropping. She's like, I'm just like, yeah, fuck that. You right. I'm that nigga. That's the angry song I get to, and then I'll be like, yep, fuck them. Then R.I.P. Damn, we're coming up on the death date soon.
What's the most useless advice you've ever got?
Hold on, real quick. Before we answer that, I will say this. It's kind of like a tradition now at work. When I drive off, I play Ice Cream Paint Job as I go get my first trailer.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I can see that. As much as he quotes it, yes, I can see it.
Fresh inside. But sorry. What's the most useless advice,
That you've ever got?
Kevin?
I'm gonna think.
I'm gonna go with eat your fruits and vegetables and you'll be skinny and strong because I eat the hell out of fruits and vegetables and here we are.
Oh, drink your milk and make you strong.
Right, I'm sticking in a snicket. I'm eating the hell out of vegetables. The hell? Like, damn, they lied.
There's a lot of things like that.
I don't know. This is a hard question.
That's a hard, because we've all got a.
What's your answer?
Go to that.
My answer is, if you do right by people, they will do right by
Oh,
you.
yeah, that damn sure ain't true.
It's a fucking lie.
That was bad advice. That was a lie.
Yeah.
If you do right by these people, it's like, oh yeah, no, that's.
I would say that the whole phrase of family is everything, but if you change the definition of family, then that makes that statement true.
I feel like for me is that, hey man, don't smoke. You ain't gonna get nowhere in life. Or lying ass niggas.
Okay.
They meant correct.
Because drugs.
They meant weed. They be smoking weed and think you gonna get a job and all this shit. Like I am. I just know
That
a
is
lot.
how it was back then too, though. That's that way.
I don't want to say the truth. I'm not gonna say the truth.
I think. Well, I mean, honestly, now in hindsight, you can say how big of they pushed education. You got to get education. You got to go school. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can. There's people with no education
That makes them
throwing circles around people.
Yeah.
It's it's a hard one. It's a hard one. That's a hard one because it's a lot.
That's worth that.
It's a lot different. It's a lot different.
Yeah, now
Somewhat. No, I mean, still, there's most of the people out there in the grand scheme of things.
You ever see that though? Like the people that like drop out of high school and it just clicks for them and they just fucking they're multimillionaires and like
how many motherfuckers you see?
I know
drop
it's not
out of high school and you go.
You ever see it and you be like,
hey nigga, you should have stayed.
But when you see it and you can just tell that one person in particular just got it, like it just clicked for them.
But they didn't. They were already because school to me isn't about education. It's about learning how to fucking function in the workforce.
Yes,
that's what that shit is.
Yeah, you're right.
So it's like some motherfuckers should have stayed.
Yeah, I agree. But it's interesting how you can see like there's always those people that are built different. And you see them, you're like they got shit figured out before everybody else.
They would have been.
They wanted a whole different.
Oh, goddamn it! You just fucking triggered me. The piece of advice I got that they say, video games. You playing video games in their mouth on, bitch. I could have been a goddamn
multi-billionaire playing video games. They got a bitch. Like, see, you should have fucking let me do what I was doing, okay?
You wasted my prime and my reflexes was A1.
That's funny. Kids out here making moves.
Motherfuckers going to college off video games.
But you know what? Our parents didn't see it that way then.
Same thing for
I feel like
kids were like, this YouTube shit ain't going nowhere. And you're like,
it's kind of is.
He's a millionaire off of just opening toys.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, man, that's funny.
That kid opened the toys, he got a deep voice now. He's going to cut that shit.
The only thing I took from this is there's a lot of shitty advice out there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There is.
I think that's why you gotta trust a lot of times. Like, yeah, you can adhere to some advice, but you gotta trust your gut.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta trust your gut.
I've learned that over the years. I always go with my gut.
Yeah.
I'll be trying to think shitty advice I've given people. I'm sure I've given some shitty advice. Just been like, hey, and then I would go home and be like, I probably should have said that. I probably should have told him that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, bad advice all around.
Yeah.
I'm doing. Did you get your bad advice?
No, he didn't.
What?
Whoever told you to tag shit gave you bad advice.
Why? There's people who make a lot of money being taggers in the world.
Illegally. You were illegally tagging.
And?
They all are. Banksy's still illegal.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I don't know.
So, Hunter, since you can't answer this question, answer this next question or the next topic.
Right,
what prevents you from sharing parts of yourself to the people you meet?
Oh.
To the people I meet? You mean like strangers or people?
Just in general, like when you're getting to know someone, like when you first meet them, like what automatically makes you be like, I'm not sharing this side of myself because.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, well, what reasons would you have?
Oh, because I looked at as a deviant.
So you care about
you don't want to share the bad because you think they're gonna think you're a piece of shit.
But is it just the deviant stuff, or is it like stuff where it was like when you realized there was nothing wrong with that growing up, you just thought it was wrong because people tried to make you feel
No. It's like you guys, when we first all started meeting each other, you would have never thought I am the way I am now versus when you guys met me.
You're exactly the same way I thought you was then. You fucking crazy and you need help.
See, there you go. But now he probably thinks I need more help.
And how long I've been telling you? I've been from day one. I tell you need help and you need a hug, and I still tell you that today.
Well, then hug him.
Can't do it.
Wow.
I know, huh?
Wow.
Get the advice, but won't use the advice.
Can't do it.
That's some Negro shit right there.
You can't sing Toy Story to him.
So you ain't got a friend in him. I am usually an open book, but I think moving forward, I won't be so open with people. And that's just because you'll tell somebody everything about you and they'll only use that to hurt you.
True.
I can't lie. That's facts.
That is facts. That's exactly why.
That's it.
That's fact.
But then, I mean, that's the whole reason why a lot of people won't say that because they don't want to get hurt by that person.
Absolutely.
But so I guess to rephrase the question.
No, let him get this off. What you got? Go.
No, I hear what you're saying.
I was gonna say to rephrase the question. What instances happen that people did do that. In fact, like where they use.
They go back to what Des just said. The second you've been open with someone and they use.
Yeah, do you have an instance though?
Right,
Like,
right. So the second that one incident happens, it kind of locks it down for everybody else.
but I'm asking, do you have like a story of that?
Oh yeah, no, everybody got that story.
There was that
Especially
one.
dealing with women.
I'm just asking, do you have a specific story that you can tell the listeners?
Where I shut down?
Yeah, where you were like, "Yep, this is why I'll never do this again."
Well, I mean, in the past I've had like, especially with like, I've had like bad dealings with coworkers and shit like that made me approach that differently. And then I've had I've had bad experience where you think that you think that we're building the furniture, building a bond, and then they turn out to do some shady shit behind your back when they talking about you. So it's kind of like once that happens enough, you kind of just say, all right, well,
What about
if you really want this friendship, you got to work for it.
have you ever had it in relationships?
22 years I've been with the same woman.
I mean, before that.
No.
Oh,
Well, he was in 8th grade, so they wasn't that toxic. To me, no, not really, because I guess I wouldn't divulge anything that I'm not ready to. Like,
And then
whatever I give to you, if you're gonna try to use it to hurt me, I've already dealt with it. It don't matter.
Ah.
It's too late.
so
So it's like, go ahead, try, but it's too late. You already worked it. I'm not gonna share this with you if I haven't worked it out.
Yeah, because if I'm
It's
telling
like
you, I've
that.
already dealt with it. I'm not going to tell you something I know you can still hurt.
Like, how do I used to tell people? I was like, I'm like you said, because I was like, I'm an open book, but I'm impossible to read. Have fun. So like that, I guess that would be my protection, I guess, because
the sayings on this podcast, boy,
You get what you get.
that's dope.
that shouts out to Miss Rager, that's Kindle's teacher.
No,
He
apparently,
came up and said, you get what you get, and don't throw a fin on.
hold on, so that's funny. Sidebar real quick. So a couple weeks ago, Phoenix said that to us, and I was like, "Where you hear that?" She's like, "Oh, my my shit."
School
I
shit.
said, "So it's the school."
Oh.
You get what you
in
get.
everyday life now. Hey, you remember what your teacher said?
You get what you get.
He needs chicken fingers.
They're fried.
That are fried.
Yeah, but okay.
You guys.
Me? What prevents me
Yeah.
is that the world just shows me what the fuck they really are. So I eventually just
So how do you gauge who you're gonna open up to? Because
Energy.
I'm pretty sure you've opened up to people.
yeah, it's energy. Because you said this about me. You'll say Andy ain't no introvert. He's just selective of who he's cool with. And I can see that, but the world has always showed me I can't trust them. So like when the energy comes off because like I can say I started off like Des and Kevin. I was an open book, but then people started showing me why I shouldn't open my book anymore. And then eventually I just started closing myself off. And I was like, if I feel like you're cool enough, I'll open up to you. And then when people open up, they'll go, oh, okay, he's not what I thought he was at all. But like it started off as me being open to people and then being cruel. And my return was like, well, fuck it then. I just won't show you the side until I feel like you actually want to see it.
So you want to know my approach to it? Is like I look at it as I'm open, and it's on you to close this book.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if I have it open, this is on you to fuck this up. Like I'm letting you know who I am.
Yeah.
And like now you're closing the pages. Like,
And
I like that.
to an extent, that way too. Once the book opens and I open it and you show me where's in the fuck up, then I will detach and close, and you'll be like, well, what the fuck? Why did you detach and close?
I think I can rock that because like I'm cool with you, but then
you fucked it
but
up.
like you change the dynamic now. Now it's the switch. Like the shit happened a couple weeks ago with dispatcher, right? So now she's in her feelings because I don't interact with her saying, wait, no, you showed your hand.
Yeah.
So I move accordingly.
Yeah,
We
was on the path, but then I guess you close it.
You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, so I'm not you pretty much you got one time to get out of pocket with me. And that's it.
You see, that's weird.
You gonna stay out of
that, 'cause
pocket.
I remember because we haven't been friends all that long. But
Who?
me, you, and I've always been an open person for to say eat
I have
too.
a name.
I will always talk about.
I have a name.
Yeah, that's right.
I matter.
That's right.
Okay, yeah, later.
That's right, little black child. You correct them every time.
Okay, but it's I'm open, but I won't tell a lot about my past. I'll talk about a lot of current stuff and a lot of other things, but there's that dark side of my family
Define
side.
current to you at your age. What's current? How far do you go back? Well, like when does the past kick in?
90s.
Okay.
That's 30. Yeah, that's 30 years ago. That's not
Right.
bad. So,
In the 90s, they have.
You got to remember
Not
when,
like
in the
you
90s,
think
in the course of the 90s, I graduated high school,
Yeah.
had my kid, and went through a whole lot of shit. And then in 2000, I met my wife.
So yeah, I'm saying so that's 30 years ago. A different person from then.
No.
Are you sure?
That was after 2000. So yeah, I didn't do
So last week, when after you went home, did you walking out and say sugar don't take no shit?
sugar. No, because I just don't use that phrase. You know.
Sugar don't play that shit.
I mean, if you know what, you gonna keep on talking about it. When I embrace it, you gonna shut the shit down.
Oh no, I'm gonna laugh.
Oh,
It's
okay.
gonna be fictitious too.
I can start having kind. You should call me sugar.
I could definitely. see,
She's not gonna do that.
Like, what you say? You get what you gonna get.
Yeah, what you
That's real. Like sugar on shit.
get. Sugar on shit. Hey man, that shit made me think of fucking what's homeboy's name? Jay Prince. He said some shit that was so fucking funny. He was fucked up. He was talking about what's that? Whack 100. He was like, yeah, he the type that'll shit in the bed and blame the baby. And I was like, what? Oh, I love that.
Yeah. You know what I will say? Over the last 3 to 4 years, I've come to the point to where I just don't give a fuck no more, though.
I can see that.
Step me for me, whatever I am. If you don't like it, step.
But are you gonna give that to everybody?
You take feedback.
I give it to everybody.
You take feedback about what we don't like.
Yeah, I take your feedback when you say things.
Okay.
What if I approach you with the sheet?
That reminds me.
Bed sheets?
Oh, I was like,
Oh, that's just a family life episode that I've moved past.
Wouldn't trigger you?
cut it off.
No, because I mean,
done.
honestly,
Hey,
I mean, at the point now,
It's over. It's over after that.
it is over. I mean, most of the people who were even involved in that is dead.
Damn.
All right. Segueing. Would you say, or could you say, that your parents or parental figures played a major role in how you approach your relationships?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
Damn.
So Hunter, go first.
Why the fuck am I going first?
Because you're the only one that said hell no.
Hell no.
Because
Hell no. Like nigga, never.
my mom was only with one guy. It was completely just damn near toxic from what I remember. Outside of that, there really was no other relationship matters.
So you had no example?
no
You had no other examples of
no
relationships.
examples.
And so the one example that you experienced, you didn't rock with.
It's just
You
I mean I didn't even really per se do anything with it. It was just that's what it is.
But did you use that to say, at the very least, I'm not going to be this?
No, because again, I had no examples of what it was. I mean, the relationship wasn't bad per se. It wasn't like a lot of yelling and screaming and everything like that, but it wasn't also not a good relationship either, you know. But yeah, I have no.
But how do you know that?
What?
I know it was a good relationship.
I don't. I just remember, you know, when you were a kid, you only remember the yelling and screaming.
No, you said it wasn't a good relationship. So
Because you only remember the yelling and
how
screaming.
could you say that if you don't?
Because you only remember the yelling and screaming.
The yelling and screaming had an impact on them.
Yeah.
Right.
That shit had an impact on me too.
So you gotta understand, you know, the way kids' brains work. You know,
He's not a kid no more. He's fucking 87.
Yeah, but he can't.
Sorry, that's
He
wrong.
can't.
He's
He
62.
didn't.
I was born in 75.
He couldn't process the things the way he processed
Yes,
them
the year
now.
75.
So I can see why.
I get, but I'm just saying. I feel like you say you didn't pick anything up from that, but you, in my head, I'm like, even the shit you see where you're like, that fucked me up. You're like, I ain't doing that shit.
Well, I mean, because at the time when I started seeing other relationships being just older, it was kind of like, But no, I will admit, when I had my first serious relationship with my wife, I was learning the whole damn time.
Yeah.
What have you learned?
Learn how to be a husband, a spouse, and a partner. You know, and that there's just so many different ways that you can do that, and so many.
Now, did you think any of the ways you grew up with were the ways to go?
No.
Okay.
Therein lies what I'm saying.
Okay.
You took from that.
So he knew at least.
Yeah.
I don't. At
I'm
least.
not doing
At
that
least
shit.
don't want.
So you identified the problems in it
Yeah.
Yeah.
applied it to your life. Like
See, we got to ask you follow up questions to get to what you're saying.
Whatever.
That's what I learned in the Navy. Like before I went to the Navy, somebody was like, I don't know what you're gonna do, but you're gonna learn what you ain't gonna do. Tell you that much.
I mean, because even then, my mom she had that relationship, but she was also single for so long.
Yeah.
You know, my mom had a very weird relationship past. You know, because the moment we moved to Cali, she was never with anybody else. And that was from 91 all the way till she died in 2005.
Okay.
So again, I mean, I had that little recollect then, but for the most part, she also
So with all your endeavors and your youth, did when you maneuvered through that, was it, since it was all a learning experience, did any of that, like, do you feel like was reflective of what you saw at home?
no.
No.
My home life was, I have to admit, my mom from, well, you know, when you're little kids, you don't see what your parents do. From things I've heard is my mom made it all about me.
That's what's up.
No. Just for the fact that I was adopted.
And that didn't translate?
You know, just the fact that me being adopted and knowing that this person went out and, you know, chose me, for a lack of words, and then decided to raise me as her son meant more to me than anything in the possible world it could be. You know?
Yeah.
So.
What's up?
I love that.
Okay, Des.
I definitely think my parents had a huge influence on how I do relationships. My mom, I'm sorry in advance, Mom, because I'm pretty sure she's gonna see this. She played that strong black woman role. And I think that not only helped me, but it hindered me. Because as I started to be in relationships, I didn't know how to kind of fall back and let my husband be the husband, because I wanted to be the husband and the wife.
Yeah.
Because I see my mom be so strong for so long. And then I didn't really have my biological dad. So he wasn't there to really kind of show me anything when it came to a man. So I was fantasizing on what it was supposed to be like and romanticizing it based off what I seen online, but not really knowing firsthand what true black love was supposed to look like. So I've kind of had to shape it in my mind as I've gone along.
All right, well, you already know my stance. That's why I asked the question.
You want to answer last? You want?
I mean, we talk. I depressed everyone the last part.
Yeah, fuck it.
They'll talk about it depressed.
I'm saying I grew up with a single father, but before that,
He was about that shit.
he was about providing, and everything else was secondary. So
Yeah.
growing up, it was.
So he never had no girlfriends like that?
He had girlfriends, but they never ended well.
But that sounds like you took from that because you are a provider.
Absolutely. You just told us you married your wife because of providing reasons.
Yeah, and it's.
You definitely took.
But you also said it took 10 years to do it too.
Yeah.
But I also said that it was reflective of the necessity. Like me, I didn't look at like marriage as like this immediate thing I needed to do or anything. It's just more or less about providing what I know I'm supposed to do as a man or a father, as opposed to looking at it like marriage is the next step, or owning a house is the next step, or it's just
this was natural progression.
Yeah. So for me, I didn't process it that way. I processed it as it's being thrown on my plate.
Yeah.
Let's make we got to do this. So
You know who you sound like? Pops.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's like for me, it was a reflection of what I saw. But I also knew not to correlate that to believing how to approach being with a woman. Because I would see how him and my mom were, and that arguing and the throwing in glass, the cops being called, the being in court, all that shit. I like you said, you know what you're not gonna do. So I knew that's not what I want. I don't want any of that toxic shit. So you grow up in that, you understand that I don't want any of that. But I also understand I want to provide. But it's also on my plate. Priority was always survive and not marriage. This that is survive and take care of, provide. If you have kids, you know what you need to do. You brought them into this world. Make sure you do right by them. So, yeah, that's
your responsibilities.
Yeah, and that is a reflection of him.
I would just say, definitely, because being adopted by my grandparents, who, they were married for damn near 70 years, right? So they also were together at a young age. I've been with my wife since a young age, and on the flip side of that, when I look at the dynamic between my parents, I knew I didn't, especially with them, they didn't really argue in front of me, but the back and forth, the whole bitter stuff, like I knew I didn't want that, right? So I kind of did model most of my marriage, most of my relationship after what my grandparents have, and I do have a traditional type marriage set up right now, right? And to Des's point, like my wife has told me the same thing. Like she had to fight, her upbringing of single mother household, not having like it has been a learning curve for both of us. Because like Hunter said, like yeah, there's I seen them like stick it out together, but I didn't know the intricacies of the problems and situations. So like I've had to learn during the process. But yeah, I definitely do model my marriage after what I saw my grandparents do.
I learned the best of both worlds, or not the best, I shouldn't say, but both worlds on that, because like my parents were together through like what 30 some years, but younger age was going through all the abusive shit and all that shit, having to hear all that and deal with that as a kid and hiding places and thinking all sorts of crazy shit and having to just live through that. And like I think that part kind of, as I grew older and start like pursuing women, I think that kind of not wanting to be like my dad in that sense put me into a space where it was like I almost put women into a pedestal position to where I'm like, I didn't like how my mom was treated in that. So I'm never going to do this. But it also made me like kind of weaker to women, if that makes sense. That I would be more willing to deal with bullshit over that. You know what I mean?
I was in that space too. I get
So the other half is, I don't know if it's because we moved out, they became best of friends. Like, it was like that shit was the most heartbreaking shit when my dad passed. Hearing my mom said, finally got my fucking best friend, like everything they did together, and then take him away. So it's like I saw how as I was older and like they were together, how he treated her then. And like it was like, okay, that's how that's supposed to go. And I think I got more of an understanding of how there's a balance. Now you don't have to go this far, but you don't have to take everything. And you still have to like make that shit work. So I like modeled after, I guess you would say, both halves of the relationship. So yeah, absolutely. Learn from that.
It's like my wife always says. We have to at some point we have to realize that our parents were just kids trying to figure it out.
Yeah, they're doing the best they can.
You know,
because we're doing the exact same thing.
Yeah.
You know, and I think about that because we do the exact same thing. And then when our kids get older, I wonder if they're gonna realize, holy shit.
Yeah.
Now I get it.
That's why I
That's how it always
like yeah, you don't really start seeing the lessons until you get like mid-20s. Oh, that's why I did that. That's why they told me this. That's why I say do it this way.
I can vouch for
You know what I'm saying?
Both
Like
my boys are literally
So
going through.
so when you get like mid-20s, now you start to realize that they were teaching me. They were trying to prepare me. I was just young and thought I knew it all.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say I don't want to put an age on it. I think it's more when you start having to deal with shit on your own. Because
When
my
you start
mid-20s, I was wild in. It wasn't like I didn't understand it until it was like, oh, yo, this is on your plate, homie. Like think or swim.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird you say that. My most serious relationship I ever had is with my wife right now.
Well, I would hope so. That would make fucking sense.
No, I mean, not even like not the longevity of what it is now, but even the longevity before.
Yeah, okay.
You know, before I even met my wife, or when I even met her, I told her, she'll tell you. I was like, I only been with people for like maybe a few weeks or a couple months. You know, nothing long term serious. And even she'll tell you, she goes, "Oh, I was waiting for him to break up with me any moment." You know, because that's the way I moved in relationships.
Now, was that because you didn't want them to leave you? So you were trying to get
Nah, I was always bouncing on to the next thing, babe.
So you was just a hoe.
And I think I was.
Yeah, he was oh for sure.
Sugar just came out.
He was.
Yeah. Now we get the sugar part. Yeah. Oh for sure.
Because I think I was the opposite of that. Like I was the same thing with like not many serious relationships, but it was like I was more just I guess being walked on, like in that sense.
I was as well. I stayed places too long.
Yeah.
I held on longer than I needed to.
And it's dumb.
The weird part about it, as much as I did all that, I look forward to being married though.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
I really had a
absolutely.
good outlook of being married. I don't know why. That's why when it was time for me to get
Did
married,
you feel like you would
crazy.
change once you were married?
No, I just didn't know what was really coming. Honestly, if I had to say, I really didn't know what was coming because my mom was never married. So I never really, and all my whole family, I can't, out of my whole family, the only people I can say that I know that was truly married was my grandparents. That was it.
Would you recommend marriage to people?
Oh yeah, now after being in it, yeah, I would still
Would you
recommend.
recommend marriage?
Don't ask me that shit, okay?
It's if you have the ability to grow, change, and accept and do that, yes. If you're gonna be a hard ass and not wanting to do and change and grow, then don't get married. Because it is definitely a two-way street that you have to be on.
I'm gonna ask Kevin. Kevin, would you recommend?
I would recommend marriage if you were in your right space, because you can't expect to get married and expect whatever you got going on to get fixed. Because some people do that. Like you said, because you asked them, like, you think you would change. Some people think they're going to change.
Law questions.
Huh?
What
happened?
So you over asking law questions.
Oh, I won't answer.
Yes, I would say yes.
I'm sorry.
Got your shit.
I'm panicking. I'm like, what else you got in that for?
Okay.
It's
So-
work, though. Like a mother.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Given the choice of anyone in this world, who would you want as a dinner guest?
As a dinner?
Hold on.
So that could
Hold
be
on. Does this is it just dinner?
It's just dinner.
Oh damn. All right.
No, he's
Now,
that's-
oh, you said so somebody you want to
Wait,
talk to or get to know and
Yeah.
ask them
is
questions.
this dinner,
questions
is this
like-
dinner free? Are they paying
free.
for it?
They're paying for it.
Okay.
You just get to have it.
That's important. That's important.
Mm.
You're
You got mine though.
Who?
Isaiah Maxwell.
Who the fuck is that?
Good.
I don't know who that nigga is.
Who was that?
You just look it up on the phone and answer. your
Just
question.
tell us you want to go to dinner with.
Oh, okay, it's a porn star.
Oh, you want to go to dinner with a male porn star?
Oh yeah, because I would love to ask them the questions.
You are killing me.
What are you gonna ask? No, let's do this.
This is why he talked to Diddy a couple weeks ago.
What's
I'm
up?
telling y'all.
What kind of questions you gonna ask him?
Just experience.
Porn
Well,
stars
we
by
need
name.
experience. You know what their
Exactly.
experience is?
No, just experiences of like the experiences that he's been through, the experiences that he has been through in his own life.
Oh, so you're like on
You
intrigued.
nasty little old man.
You want
You just found that out?
you want his trauma. You want to know his trauma.
Huh?
You just realized that? Dev?
Yeah, I told you I got something for his ass.
I mean, honestly and truthful, yeah. You.
Probably was
Yeah.
how nasty he was. Like,
He like,
I mean,
yeah.
low key,
nigga.
honestly, that's who. If you ask me right now, out of everybody in this freaking world that you can think of, that would be the one person.
and you want to know about his experiences.
I want to
like,
learn about his
Spain?
life experiences being in that area and how it was and everything else being in it. Yeah, that would be my one person. I would.
You wouldn't ask him about technique.
No. Technique ain't the issue. It's not technique or anything. It's
Technique ain't
It's
the
that-
issue.
it's that.
Girth? Never mind.
No, it's just that. I don't know how to say it. It's just that that's something that I would have loved to learn on and ask about, and that would be who it was out of everybody else in this world.
Des, what's your answer?
I'm gonna go with Gabrielle Union.
Gabrielle.
Yeah,
Why the fuck
definitely.
you want to see with Gabrielle?
I have an answer. I really do. She has had multiple miscarriages, and so have I.
Okay.
And I'm developing a nonprofit, and I want to get to her to ask her some of the things that she thinks would help the women in that community.
Oh, okay. That's goddamn. That's deep.
Yeah.
That's like better than what the fuck I was.
Yeah. I ain't gonna. You could answer last. Huh? Shit. McFly? I can't come after that.
Should I give up or should I just keep chasing?
Should have went second.
Cliche as hell. But I think I want to sit with
Wait, do they have to be alive?
I don't think you.
I would say yeah.
If they just
Because how you gonna have dinner with somebody who's
Right.
dead?
That's a weird dinner.
ran at the crossroads and shit.
Seven.
All right, go ahead, Kevin. My bad.
Barack Obama. I would love to hear that experience of being the first black president and like all of the shit that we don't know about that went into that. Like he had to deal with, like, because we only know surface level shit, and I know it's way deeper than what we know. Like every day you having to get how many letters of fucking
You
mail
now,
to kill you.
with that being said, have you ever heard of his behind the scenes stuff that has happened? Have you dug into it? He's a whole different person than what you see on what we see and see.
Yeah, it would be dinner. What would be about?
Right.
You know?
But I mean, it's weird that you even talk about that because people have talked about how he is behind closed doors. He's a
nigga.
Yeah.
Well, when you get to dinner with him, ask him where he was going with that "Leave the World Behind" movie because I need some answers.
You don't know?
I mean, I know, but I just want to hear him say it.
You got ammo?
Look.
That's what he told us.
Right.
That's why I'm not getting an fully electric car now.
No, definitely not.
Dead ass. I was gonna get that Dodge.
Nope. It's not full electric. It's hybrid.
No,
Um,
it is.
I'm gonna go with Samuel Jackson
Ooh.
Why?
Why?
because I think the wealth of knowledge that he has, and like the dynamics of him being with the same woman for so long, raising a family, and growing his career, and pretty much being just who he is, like all the things he's done outside the screen. I just think I could learn a lot. I'd ask him I'd ask him more questions, more about like fatherhood, manhood type questions, and learn, trying to soak up knowledge.
Smart.
That nigga,
He's never in the media for drama or anything like that. That's real smart.
I feel like
That's the complete opposite of mine.
Yeah, baby, because you on you.
Like, hey, fuck this nigga, he's the president.
God, you on your own with your answer, baby.
It would be Dave Chappelle.
Oh, Dave.
Only because every time I see a stand-up, I think like it'll be an interesting conversation style just to pick his brain.
It'd be a deep ass conversation. It'd be you'd be there for days.
Whose dream would you be in? Would you be in your dream or Dave's dream?
What do you mean?
You didn't watch the last stand-up? We're all just dreamers.
Yeah.
Sometimes
I think it would be his dream. Because why the fuck is
would...
not no offense, but what the fuck is Dave Chappelle sitting around thinking? You know what I want to do? Have dinner with these niggas from the heavyweight.
He might.
Hey, at some point.
But
if he's one of our followers right now, we own.
Because I think like a lot of the things that he talks about, especially in the way he delves into it, because when you watch Dave on stage, it's not usually just stand up. Like there's usually a message behind it. So when you're listening to it and you think about it, it's like if a motherfucker can think like that, you just have a conversation with him and you ask him about just his outlook on things and perspective. And I would ask perspective about just, I don't know, how I've approached life to this point and maybe get his 2 cents maybe to just the way he thinks about things, but probably just.
He's a comedian, man. And I think he would tell you, like, however you're approaching it, you're doing fine. Like, it's like, it's weird like that, but it's like, that's how.
It's so weird, though, because of how he says it, maybe.
It'll hit different. You're
like, you should, okay.
It's like your parents' stories. It's like your parents telling you some good information, and you don't listen, and then your best friend says the exact same damn words. And you're like, oh,
but it's the perspective because
when you tell your wife something, you should probably do that.
Sometimes it's not the messenger; it's the messenger.
Yeah.
Then the best friend says something, and you're like, oh, you gonna listen? All right, that's cool.
Well, at least heard the man. Sometimes it's the message, the messenger.
Yeah, no, it's right. It's right. I know, but you did exactly. All right, that's cool. At least you did it. Hey, it will be a good one. It'll be a really good one.
Because I just feel like it wouldn't be one of those conversations where, like, I feel like when people say like a lot of different celebrities, I feel like they would tell you the typical shit. Like you got to go out and do this. And you're like, nigga, I've heard that already. I could have Google searched this. I'm just saying like that. The way he states things, it's like it's from a different perspective.
He does his perspective.
Yeah,
so he knows how to relate his perspective to others really well.
You know what I liked about this group? We literally went from a president to a porn star.
No, we started
with the porn star.
No, I'm just saying that's how opposite of the spectrum. We just literally.
No, let me tell you something. no shots, but that was just you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because everybody else went deep.
You went. You know, I want to see how.
I mean, you went deep, but we don't know every type of deep.
You're like, I want to know his thoughts on fucking.
Yeah.
Say that. It's like
You were in this position.
No, it's not. It's not. It's nothing about.
No, but I'm saying his career was fucking.
Is he black?
Right. Yeah.
So that's a different conversation. That's a whole different conversation because we're talking about black porn stars, the way they get treated in the industry.
Just
That
black
could
people
get
in that industry. Period.
But yeah, but like, there's a whole reason. There's a
Is he
lot of
black?
ass fucking with black men.
Is he bald?
No,
I know that.
his hair changes over the years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But I love the fact that it was president and then porn star and then like people in between. It's like, damn, just the whole different spectrum of us as a group. That's what I like.
When one of the questions, like, what or one of the specific questions you would ask them, like specifically as far as
How was it for you being in this field, dealing with how the racial bias it is?
like even the price, like isn't it a trip like they get paid significantly less just because?
Well, there was a phase. There was a
after, which is crazy.
Yeah.
right. There was a phase in that industry where if you had sex with a black person, they're supposed to bring you.
Yeah, it was gonna bring you one.
That's why there was so much
It's just
anal. That's
No.
where that came from.
no.
That's where that came from because a lot of girls knew that if they slept with a black man, their stock went down.
Mhm.
But for some reason, when it went that route, it didn't.
It didn't happen.
And that's some racist shit.
Right.
So
And that
Literally.
aspect of
Yeah.
everything that happens is something I would like to.
yeah.
It's for real. Yeah, because
Y'all gonna roll this tape back. I done made 30 faces in the last 2 minutes. I'm like,
You know?
No, that porn industry's fucked up. Like a lot of those dudes are gay. People don't know that.
Well, they start out. A lot of them start out that way.
That's fine.
Yeah. They're either gay or they start out in that industry because it's easier to get in that versus.
I feel like never mind. Wait, that's a whole nother conversation.
I'm like, I don't know none of this shit.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a whole nother conversation.
So with that being said, this is an episode 38 of the Heavyweight Podcast. One more time, I'm Studden McFly with this lady and these three guys.
Oh yeah.
Come on, remember the name.
Kids Ski Zero, Dun Dun Dun. Yeah, something like that.
It's your boy Mo, the
Mr. Dun
Grouch.
Dun Dun. The Grouch.
They call me Hunter.
And I'm Des.
When you said all I hear is Carlos Mencia.
We appreciate you. We love you. Thank you for rocking with us.
Hey.
Like, subscribe, comment, share. Till next time, peace.
Yeehaw.
Peace.
It's a wrap. That's all she wrote, folks. Thanks for tuning in once again. You can check us out on all streaming platforms. Click like, subscribe, leave some comments, you know what I'm saying? Is it Monday yet? Hello. Every Monday you got new episodes, so tune in. Have a blessed one.